I randomly started getting like money dropped in my wallet and I didn't know what it was from. I've been playing around with Virtuals protocol. I've been playing around with a bunch of different AI platforms in DeFi. And at first I was kind of like, dude, it's like 10 bucks, 5 bucks, 20 bucks. But then I started getting some that were like 200 bucks, 300 bucks, 400 bucks, 500 bucks. And I was like, man, this is kind of cool. Where is this coming from? And then I realized it was coming from the different platforms that I'm playing with. In today's video, I want to cover over 4 different airdrops that I'm currently farming right now. 3 of them are AI focused and one of them is kind of like social focused. But if this is your thing that you like, this is Drake on Digital. I talk all things crypto, DeFi, NFTs, you name it. So let's go and get into this. Let's show you guys how to earn some free crypto. Here's a tweet that I found from Bullish Bunt. I shared this in some of the previous videos, but I want to put this back out there because I still think this is a good farm and a good place to start. And I guess we'll start it with this. The very first one to farm is Virtuals protocol. This is over on Base. If you don't have any funds on Base, it's really easy to get the funds over there. You simply just go from Coinbase and you send USDC directly onto Base chain. You'll need some ETH gas and stuff for that, but you can check out the previous videos to learn about that. But what you need to know to start off is here are some things that were consistent with getting different drops. And this does align, because I checked my wallet and I was like, hey, I actually noticed this. I'll show you some other tweets too. But holding 10K Luna is one of them. You don't have to meet all of these qualifications, by the way. It's just having some of them. The one that I've found the most is trading with like $20 to $30 at least in volume on the pump fund trenches of Virtuals. So to find that, that's directly on the Virtuals website. Virtuals website looks a little bit like this. I recommend creating your own agent, just testing around, playing around a bit. It does cost a little bit of virtual, so do understand that. And you can also buy some of the prototype agents. These agents, they are paid in virtual. So in order to interact with this platform, you are going to need to have some virtual tokens. But that is one of the best starts is trade with like $20, $30 in virtuals. You don't even have to keep the agent if you don't want to. Like if you're really tight on money and you're tight on cash, you don't want to spend a lot, you're going to pay like 1 or 2% in fees. So if you're wash trading with like 30 bucks and you walk away, you might be left with like 25 bucks or 20 bucks or something. But hey, you may get a spicy airdrop. You might get like $20 airdrop to your wallet, $200, $300, who knows? But I think it's just a good idea to interact with this. And you're also going to be farming the base airdrop. I do still think there is going to be a base airdrop for, I just call it Coinbase chain. But I do think there is going to be an airdrop on Base for this. So that also kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. The next is trading and holding some of the different AI agents. Now, these are different for all of them. I'll show you some more tweets to explain this, but I've held many different agents and I get random airdrops. Like one of the best airdrop I got was like $2,000 for, it was like AIX CB or something like that. It's actually a pretty good virtual. It's kind of like I guess you can say a VC or a hedge fund virtual, and they just invest in different platforms. You can stake it, but still cool. It's free money. Can't beat it. Or another one is holding a minimum of the 50% of the music airdrop. If you didn't get this, don't worry about it. Holding recent drops. This is also probably pretty important because I haven't been selling my drops. So I'm getting some random ones. I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't sell. Like, I don't know. Half the time I don't even know I have it. I just open up the wallet and I'm like, what the snap is this? Like, I don't even know what this is. I don't even remember buying it. Whatever. But yeah, things like that. Here's some other things. 10K in Luna to maximize the benefits. The Diamond Hands, he's been airdrop music, PH, Seraph. I got the Seraph one in like several different wallets. And that's just for trading with the Virtuals ecosystem. I got the PH in 2 or 3 different wallets. I did not get the music airdrop. But yeah, still, I'm not complaining. Like, it's free money. Now, keep in mind, the Luna effect is probably wearing off because this was kind of the first agent. But hey, maybe it will still continue to get airdrops. But if you do have some extra coin, it's probably a good idea to at least have some Luna. Another example is, well, like here, it talks about Luna again. But Luna and music seem to be some of the multipliers for the airdrops. So if you have some of the music tokens, the tweet's over here. Another airdrop for those who traded more than $10 of any Virtuals token, like Luna, music, and those holding Luna and music. You just got airdrop some tokens. Now this is like 27 bucks, but still, I'm telling you, you're getting plenty of airdrops, more than you're actually spending in fees and what you're trading with. So I just think it's a good idea to mess around with the DApp. And that is with the Virtuals platform. And you can do that here. I'll drop a link in the description below so you guys can check this out. The next one is going to be Creator Bid. I think this one is super underfarmed right now. I am actually farming this right now. I don't have a huge rank. I just started farming this a few days ago. I'm still messing around with it. This is one of the wallets I'm using. But if you guys want to join this, you will need a invite code. Just use DD and you'll get some bonus points. I will get some bonus points. But simply all you have to do with this is first is you do the daily tasks and you daily connect, get an agent. Well, you basically create an agent and reserve the name. You'll get 5,000 points for that. Or you can simply buy some of their agents on the creator agent page, and then you can stake these agents. So let's say, for example, you got some Bill Nye or Amen or Eolas or some D-King. You can click on it. I'll show it to you guys. But you can stake these agents. Now, keep in mind, if you are staking these agents, these do come with a locking period. You simply just click on the membership section, and then you lock them up. Keep in mind, there is a unbonding time. So if you're wanting to unbond, you do have to wait the 14 days to be able to get that unlocked and get back. But it's a 2-week time period. So make sure if you are locking some tokens, you do it with something you're at least bullish on. Because if you're trying to get out, well, you got to wait 14 days to go ahead and sell this thing. But that's just something to keep in mind. This is how you can farm the bid airdrop. I really think this is a undervalued farm and an undervalued airdrop because with all the different agents that are launching on Creator Bid, these things, they have to be locked up to earn the points. So what happens is people buy at the supply, they lock up the coin, there's less supply in the market, more demand, and this creates this flywheel for the bid token. Rumor has it is that, well, it's kind of something I made up, but they do integrate Tau into these different agents. So think of it like Virtuals, but on roids. Virtuals platform is run by its own set of data models, whereas these agents are actually powered by Tau. There are some additional data resources that they use, but most of these agents, well, actually all of these agents are powered by Tau. And BitTensor is the biggest decentralized AI powerhouse. So basically people come to BitTensor and they drive data and information into there, and then they get Tau rewards in exchange. But think of BitTensor as like a decentralized ChatGPT or a OpenAI. That's kind of like how you can think of BitTensor. And each of these agents are powered by it. You can actually see the quality of the agents' posts by going on their Twitter and seeing how they react. But going back to the flywheel, this creates a flywheel for all of the agents here because people are locking up the agents to farm the bid airdrop. And as people are farming the bid airdrop, then these different agents are going up in value because increased demand and decreased supply causes this flywheel. So think of Creator Bid like Virtuals plus Tau having a baby. That's the best way to think about it. Now, each of these virtuals or agents that are on the Creator Bid platform, they do have a tax when you sell. They have a 3% tax. So do keep that in mind when you're trading these. This isn't like Virtuals. Virtuals has no tax on them, but these ones, it has a 3% tax. And this actually goes to build the treasury for the individual agent. So this can use it, the agent can use it for buybacks, it can use it for investments, who knows? But hey, it's still an interesting concept, and it's a way for the creator itself to be able to have some treasury to mess around with, play around with, and actually have their agent grow. But if you guys want to farm the Creator Bid airdrop, I'll drop a link in the description below. The code to use to sign up is just 6Ds, so DD. That's it. It's simple enough. Just like max Ds on your keyboard, whatever you want to call it. Now the next one to farm is Cookie. So Cookie is a infrastructure play. Creator Bid is also infrastructure, and so is Virtuals. All of these are infra plays. But going to Cookie DAO, this one, you can actually farm this one as well. I'll drop a link in the description below to this, but you do need to have some coin to do this. So you have to have, you don't have to have 10,000 cookie, but that is the max or minimum amount that you need in order to access their most up-to-date platform, this is kind of the staking page. If you go to cookie.fun, this one's actually pretty easy to farm. Now, there is a minimum of a 30-day locking period if you are locking up your cookie tokens to farm this drop, but you can get an 8% APY. If you lock it longer, you get a higher percent APY, and you're going to be farming the cookie token. Depending on how much you lock up, you can get access to the platform and you get some of these rewards. Now, there is potential to get drops from other protocols and other agents. Again, this is an infra play. So I'll show you the cookie platform in a second, but this is basically like your DeFi llama for AI agents. If you don't know what DeFi llama is, that's okay. Think of it like a data and information dashboard that anyone can go to see what's going on in the space. Cookie, in particular, is focused on the AI meta, so it's going to show you guys mindshare and information on that particular AI agent or the individual agents themselves. Usually, the higher the mindshare, it's more likely it's going to have a higher price. It's not always the case, but it's the same thing like with meme coins. If a meme coin has a lot of attention, then usually the price is higher. Again, crypto is a attention economy. The more attention, the more likes, the more comments, the more thoughts about it, usually the higher the price. Hence why you see virtual AI 16Z or AI XBT, you see all these at the top rankings. And then you can see here like Cookie, it's climbing in the ranks, and usually this directly correlates with the price action. If you see it lagging, it could be a good trade to have, but this is still a really cool tool to see what's going on and to see what's up and to see if there are any particular agents that are undervalued. So again, the third one to farm is Cookie. Now the fourth one is Yap. This is more of a social one, but this costs no coin. This is just a matter of time and grinding on Twitter. To do this, you interact with some of the other smart accounts. I'll drop a link in the description below so you guys can check this out and sign up to it as well. But if you go based on the crypto Twitter Yapper social graph, it's not really, oh, there it goes. It's loading. You can see here who the smarter ones are. The more you interact with them, you're more likely to get some Yap points. If you have a bunch of followers on Twitter, then it's better for you to create posts and have people engage with you. If you don't have a lot, you are going to need to be the reply guy. There's several YouTube videos out there to describe the game theory and best way to play it, but I'm just throwing this airdrop farm that you guys can play around with on your radar. I think it's a good idea to play with, especially when it involves no coin. You literally add a wallet to it, and today and over the next week, they're airdropping ETH to some people who are the top yappers. There's just different ways to play this, and I just think it's a pretty undervalued, well, I wouldn't say undervalued farm, but I just think it's a good idea to farm. Most people have most of their attention on different farms and playing around and buying different coins and focusing on the AI meta. Now, before I get into the wisdom one-liner, I do want to talk about different things because the past videos I've been focused on were talking about the AI agents and the trend. I do think the AI agents are going to be like our DeFi bubble that we had last bull run. AI agents are kind of like the DeFi bubble for this bull run. As you can see here, this chart perfectly exemplifies where we are at. This is basically the AI agents in green to where DeFi was last bull run. It's basically a chart put over each other. We'll probably have like a 7, 8x, maybe even a 10x left in the tank because usually bubbles get larger than the previous. It's not always the case, but it just seems like it's a huge mind share. And I think it is only going to grow larger. I think we are going to reach a local top eventually, and we'll rotate back into some of the other alts. But in particular, if you're playing those plays, I would say to focus on the infra. And the reason I say this is because a lot of the niche AI agents, they could be good now, but in the future, they may become irrelevant in old technology. Whereas the infrastructure, this allows new agents to be created and new quote unquote friends or things that people like to follow. Like right now, the current hot topic is AI XBT. AI XBT. It's the sauce. It's so cool. Do you remember GOAT? Remember GOAT Gospy or whatever they call it? Like a month ago, month and a half? That's all everyone talked about. but now it's AI XBT. I'm not saying AI XBT is going to go away. All I'm trying to say is the market rotates, it cycles through different narratives. Don't get left holding the bag. If you focus on something like infra, this is something that can continue to climb and grow because a new agent can be created. This is a pick and shovel play. So I phrase it like this. If you aren't outperforming infra plays or specific ones, what are you doing? It's like the same concept on base. If you aren't outperforming the virtual token, you're playing the wrong game. There are going to be some other infra plays that do come out, so it's a good idea to diversify, but just understand the game that you're playing and put your mindset in a risk to reward perspective. Is it worth aping into a $2 billion market cap niche token when the actual infra token that launched it is only at a $1 billion market cap? No. That's like saying, hey, you should buy a meme coin at $1 trillion market cap when Bitcoin is only $2 trillion. Like, just let that sink in. Like, again, risk to reward perspective is where your mindset needs to be. I also want to share this. We probably are getting closer to a top, or at least a local top in some of the AI agents. And this is, again, just looking into risk to reward perspective. I do think a lot of these agents still have a lot of room to climb. As I showed you the previous Masari chart, just seeing kind of where we're at. Oh, and by the way, guys, airdrop content's over. So if you don't care about this stuff, bye. But for anyone who's kind of like doesn't want to get roasted and get left holding the bag, this is probably something you want to hear. This is a tweet from TriSigma. This is a bot that follows on chain. I think this is like the AI XBT of Solana. That's my opinion at least, but obviously time will tell. But it can read on-chain data, and you can see here people are cashing out, which is understandable. Like if you're up millions of dollars, life-changing money, take it off the table, especially these guys, smart traders. Yeah, it could keep going up, but hey, at least you walk away with a couple milli. But this is just a sign of, look, people are rotating. People are looking for different plays. Again, risk to reward perspective. If AI XBT is trading at $1 billion market cap, do you really think it's going to outpass virtual? Virtual is currently at a $4 billion market cap. Yeah, like it could possibly climb up to it, especially if virtual keeps going up. But again, think in risk to reward perspective. Do you want to buy something at a 10 billion cap, or would you rather buy something at $1 million market cap? Takes less money to move it. Another tweet you want to keep your eye on is this here. You can see here, AI mindshare is already 60%. What this means is, okay, who is left to get in to buy my bags? You have to think of these things like, who else is going to buy your bags? Who's going to be the greater fool to buy your bags? If you're the last buyer, you're going to get absolutely dumped on. So in crypto, you got to get in early on these things. Some of the tokens that people are just like not even caring about are like SPX or like Ski Dog. Well, actually, SPX is just absolutely pumping right now. But take a look at some of the previous cult coins. Start looking to accumulate into those. I think we are going to start to see a rotation over the next few weeks. We may not see it, but I'm just telling you, just looking in risk to reward perspective, if you're rotating into the other ones, yeah, you can make a 3x on the AI, but if you also make a 3x on the cult ones, it's still the same thing. A 3x is still a 3x. Let's go ahead and hit you guys with a wisdom one-liner, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Proverbs chapter 17, verses 8. A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it. They think success will come at every turn. Guys, be good, be righteous, and sometimes bribes, they come with like a handcuff. You take them and you have to give something in return. So just keep that in mind. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, there's a link in the description below. We basically cover what's going on in the market. It's more up to date, especially with AI and crypto. Currently right now, it's hard to just keep like pumping out videos when it's coming. So again, it's easier just like posting, talking in the Discord group. If that's your cup of tea, you guys can check it out in the description below, or you guys can just stay tuned towards the next video. And we shall see you guys in the next one. Peace.